Hey, alright, so this is the video about diesel bug. Please bear with me, I wasn't expecting to make a video about this, so some of the footage is shot in portrait. Actually, not some of it, but just the beginning part of the video, the first couple of minutes, and then the rest is in typical widescreen landscape. Alright, so yeah, this is just a video about our diesel bug and how we managed to get rid of it. Thank you Panos from Motor Yacht Service in Preveza. He helped me a lot with advice and assistance, and yeah, really got me along with the job, so cheers for that. And other than that, the video is not really edited too much, okay? There are some parts sped up and things like that, but I just wanted to get the video out, and if it helps anybody, if it serves any purpose, then great. And if not, at least you'll be able to see what we've been up to. Alright, regarding the title, did it end our season? Basically, yes, it did. It stopped us from our planned trip, and then we've only sailed once since then because of the diesel bug and because of some steering issues, which you'll hear about later. But yeah, the diesel bug started it all, and at this point we've gotten to the bottom of that issue, and we still have one or two things to do in the with the boat, maintenance wise. And yeah, we're just sort of getting along with that, the odd jobs during the off season, and yeah, getting ready to go for the sailing season again. Although this winter's been quite nice, easily sailable, but not for us, unfortunately. That'll have to happen next year. Alright guys, I'm not gonna talk too much more, we'll get into the video. Well guys, we are looking to leave this afternoon, going for what would probably be one of the last sails of this season. And I was doing the engine checks, and well, let me show you. I don't know if this is diesel bug or slime, but look at this. Ugh, no man. Oof. Are you seeing this, babe?
I don't want to see
Look
it. It
at
looks
this.
like an alien.
So we were just leaving, well, about to leave, and it's not happening. Yeah, I think we've got a bit of shit on our hands here. Yeah.
It's too bad. Εντάξει, έγινε.
No.
Για πάμε λίγο ακόμα. Όχι, όχι.
Yeah.
No, no.
Shit. Alright, so we are about to tackle the job of removing the diesel tank and obviously cleaning it. We've picked up diesel bug, so yeah, now we have to obviously get rid of it. I'm gonna do first the port tank, and we'll see how long it takes. It might be a matter of I don't know, hopefully just an hour or two, or it might take the whole day. So we'll start with one and move on to the next. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, so we're moving on to the second tank removal, and well, I found it to be quite straightforward. The first one's always a bit more difficult and time consuming. It took me probably I don't know, maybe 2.5 2.5 hours or so. But now I know what I'm doing, so hopefully this one might take half the time. Famous last words. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So initially, there's this piece of wood, basically, which goes there, stops the tank from moving, and then there's this this one, which holds it in place from the top. So I've shimmied that off with a chisel, and then I've got 3 screws that I need to undo from the top. So I'm just doing that with a pair of pliers and obviously turning them out. And then there's hose 1, 2 and 3, which I need to undo. Yeah, this one gave me a bit of a hassle on the other tank, and actually this one also I ended up having to cut it a bit, but once those are off, the tank just slides out. Yeah, alright, well, that's what I'll be up to.
Closing all the holes.
Well, not all.
Except one. Stressing. Hi.
That's clean, huh?
That doesn't seem so bad.
Maybe we should save this diesel.
No, maybe it's infected. Hinton's doing weird things. Trying to save the diesel to clean.
This is not very dirty, huh?
Huh.
I just feel bad throwing away this diesel. Just throwing away money.
There I saw a change in color.
Oh, there.
Ah,
I think this was half a tank, honestly. It's 30 liters, that's 60 euros we're throwing. And the other tank, 120 euros. Just every now and then.
yeah, I can see it.
Oh gosh. It's really not that bad as I thought.
Saws.
Yo, good buy money.
Wow. Be careful.
Well, now we can't afford to eat.
We'll do like in Vietnam, rice.
This tank has more fuel than that one, so we're gonna throw away a lot more money and diesel. Honestly, we could keep this diesel and polish it basically, and put bacterial, whatever you want to call it, for the diesel bug, and it should be fine.
So we managed to save this amount.
It's about 23 liters.
Until a little bit of bug came out, you saw.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of slimy stuff.
So we decided to now throw whatever's left over, and let's see the condition. Hinton says it must be stuck in the bottom or something. Ah, that's it.
No,
Oh,
that must be blocked.
oh no. Disgusting.
This is... there's still fuel in here. This is actual blockage from... Let's see if we can see it.
What's that?
Yep.
What's that?
Look at that.
I don't think it records in there. No, you try, it's disgusting. It's like a slime.
White slime, yeah.
It's a white slime. I don't think you can record it, of it. Do you need a stick?
Ah, guys, it's difficult to see, but...
It's a yellow thing. Aha, yeah, at least you can see a bit.
yeah.
Shall I bring you a stick?
Yeah. There's...
Ah!
there.
Ai, Lars.
I think the bug grows in the water. Which is probably why we found a lot in our water separator.
Ah, that's where you found it.
Yeah. Do you see anything?
I do. Is it focused though?
Well, that is diesel bug.
Don't put it there. It's okay, we understand. Here. Ah!
Yeah, just so you can see.
That's disgusting. Ah!
It's like this
Ah!
slime, but
But
we had a lot more in our fuel filter.
so that's good, no?
Well, I mean, that means that the flash is on again.
I didn't touch anything.
Alright, fine. So just recapping. We've emptied the tanks. We've sort of cleaned them. I'm going to clean them again. The mechanic came by chance to our neighbor's boat yesterday, and I explained it to him, and he said, by the sounds of things, we won't need to get it pressure cleaned or steam cleaned or anything like that. So we'll save some money there. And then I managed to save this fuel, which I'm going to put the biocide into, and then I'll use this fuel to rinse out the tanks, and hopefully that takes care of that. Then I need to try find out what the story is with the fuel gauges. Yeah, I'm not too sure, so I don't know if these are ultrasonic or if they're the typical olden float style. I don't know. So currently I need to run to the chandlery to replace this fuel filter and this pre-filter. Alright, so I've got one diesel tank back in, reinstalled. It's been pretty tough. Changed the filters, well, filter, pre-filter, and yeah, I'm gonna do the next one, the second one, tomorrow, and hopefully it will go a bit more smoothly, but I guess we can always expect some sort of spanner in the works. Anyway, so yeah, we'll fill the tanks with a bit of diesel, prime the lines basically, get diesel through the filters, and yeah, start the motor, leave it to run for a while, make sure it's running as it should, and hopefully the bug hasn't reached the injectors. The engine never cut out before finding out this issue, so that's a good sign. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll leave it at that for today, and we'll catch up again tomorrow. Yeah, and you're just chilling, eh?
Hey, I just finished working.
Just chilling, look at this. Yo.
Why didn't you record when I was working? Filling the tanks.
Yeah, life aboard. Anyway, it's quite a nice evening now. Sunset, the weather's still been really nice in Preveza and this region of Greece. Alright, so we're back at it, and I'm just busy siphoning some fuel from this tank and filling our tank. We'll put probably 10-15 liters and we'll see how it goes. At least that way we haven't overfilled the tank and things are still manageable if I need to remove it again. Alright, so now I just need to, this is the priming pump or the lift pump, so I need to pump this consecutively until we have diesel filling up the water separator and fuel filter. I've got this little vent open, so when that is full I'll close the vent and then I'll move on to this this filter, and this is the vent for that, so I need to open that, continue pumping the lift pump until the fuel is brought through to here. Once it starts seeping out of this screw, this vent, I'll close that, and then we need to go one step further to, I'm not entirely sure just yet, this is outgoing, so sorry, I don't exactly know where we're going next. To the high pressure, I don't know, hey, it might be this. I'm gonna have to look further. Yeah, it's going to the injectors, so that's the high pressure side of things, and then it's just one more bleeding that I need to do, and then we should have air out of the system and hopefully fuel. Yeah, alright, I'll get back to you guys on that one. So there we have, fuel's looking clean. We'll pump that. Any moment now. Any moment now. Alright, so like always, something else goes wrong. This screw, I was busy bleeding the system again, and I suppose I over tightened it because now it just turns, so the thread has been stripped. So now I need to remove this entire filter housing, and I'm gonna give it to the mechanic, who will take it, drill it, and re-tap the thread. So yeah, can't get any further at this point, but we're getting there. Now we're just loosening this one. Yeah, I know, I'm not using the right tool. There we go. Suppose that'll be enough. Where's the lift pump? Okay, that's, you can hear it maybe. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm just gonna fetch a little bucket to try and catch these drops, and I'll continue pumping until there's no air left, no little spurting sounds, and then I will close this this valve, well, screw, what is it called, bleeding valve maybe, and then I need to get to the high pressure final goodie, which is, I'm not sure at the moment. Alright, well, let's go find out. Alright, so I've gotten confirmation that it is this this bleeding, I don't know, bolt, if you want to call it that. So I've bled that, and now we're at the injectors. So as I understand, we should have no air in our fuel lines, and we should be able to start the engine. So I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully this takes care of that. We've got clean tanks. I'll need to fill them up with diesel. I've just got one tank with a little bit of diesel currently, just in case something goes wrong. I can still move them, and it's not gonna weigh 100 kilos. Okay, so let's hope for the best. Alright, so it started right up. Sounded like it was idling well, for obviously it's not warm. So I'm quite happy with that. I think I'll send this video to the mechanic and see what he has to say. But that sounded pretty good to me. Okay, so we're still at it here with the diesel tank, basically the fuel system it's turned out to be. So I've reinstalled the tanks, we had the engine running, everything seemed fine, but then I saw that the fuel tank breather valves were, there was diesel coming out of them. So I picked this up immediately and I turned everything off, closed the fuel tank valves to obviously we don't want any diesel going into the water. Captured the spilt diesel, and now it's up to the troubleshooting phase of things. So basically with diesel engines, the supply goes through the filters and blah 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 into the injectors, and whatever's not used is returned back in a sort of open loop, I guess it is, sort of system. So yeah, I think what's happening is that there's a blockage somewhere in our return line, and it's not entering the fuel tank once again. So, okay, we are going to go through the return loop from the injectors back to the tank, and we'll be looking for blockages. And already I think I found something. I'm not too sure what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna try record it now. It's like right here at the entrance to the tank. So anyway, let's have a look. Okay, look at this. Let's see how we can do this. That is a blockage.
Are you talking to me?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
That is a blockage of the returning diesel to the tank, and there's literally no way through. So of course the pressure's building up and it's getting rerouted through outwards through the overflow, the breather valve of the tank. So this is for sure the problem. I just don't know if it's the only problem, because I think this is possibly the lining of this actual pipe. So it's like plastic, so I think it's the lining of the pipe. Anyway, so yeah, this is the problem. Just depends if this is the only problem. If the pipe is all the same age, it's very likely that we'll have to replace all the piping. Anyway, so yeah, those are the findings. Joy. At least this is the first pipe I took off, and we found potentially the issue. Yeah, okay, so there you have it. Alright, so we have this fuel filter. It's been drilled out and re-dyed or tapped or whatever the case is. It's got a new thread and a bigger screw, bleeding screw. I've bled the system and we'll give it a start. Let's see how it goes. Alright, let's give this another go. Alright, that sounded better. It was idling, so now I've turned on the seacock. Let's give it a go. Alright, so that's it. That is the situation sorted for the most part. Now it's some time down the line actually that I'm recording this clip, and we've tested the boat. So did it end our season? Sort of, yes, because we had that delay, and yeah, that sort of delayed that particular trip, and the weather did catch up with us eventually. Now we are pretty much well into winter, and we've got another problem which I'm working on. So definitely our season has ended. Is it due to the diesel bug? Yes. So is it due to failed steering? Absolutely. All right, but that's a story for another day, if it even comes out. Basically it's the steering control cables. They've seized and they need to be replaced. So yeah, I won't make a video of that just because it's not the most entertaining thing to do, and it's not like a general theme as opposed to diesel bug, which hopefully you guys found some help, some direction out of this video if you ever happen to come upon it in your sailing experiences. Alright, so that's it. That wraps up this video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you did, please share it, like it, and leave a comment if you found it helpful, or maybe if you think it might assist somebody else. Yeah. Alright, cheers for now.